I'm back. I took a day off yesterday. I was in the second day of my menstrual phase and I just needed to rest. And in doing that, I have really started to learn the flexibility that you can have in consistency. I think that my perfectionist brain has been looking at consistency this whole time as needing to be perfect. If you decide you're going to be consistent with something, then you have to be consistent with it all the time. Otherwise, you failed and you should give up. Not saying that's true. I'm saying that's what's been going on in my brain. And as I'm doing these videos, as I'm trying to show up, especially when sometimes I show up better than other days, like right now, I'm like, haven't had a shower, been wearing the same top for 3 days. Like, I'm not in optimum showing up mode, but I show up anyway. Showing up imperfectly and practicing showing up. So you know how you take yoga or like witchcraft practice, they're called like a yoga practice. It's not about it being perfect. It's not a discipline, it's a practice. And I think that's what showing up is. I think that can go for everything, showing up with whatever you're doing, but especially creatively. Creativity isn't something that we can, It's not something we can decide to do. If you want to do, this is a random example, but like maths, like mathematics, you can choose to show up and just do it. Like the maths is already there. You can't always choose to show up and be creative, especially if like you're not feeling creative that day. So showing up, I forgot my point. Yeah, so the practice of showing up creatively, and being bad, because I think that's the thing. I guess we probably can show up creatively pretty much every day, but it's not always going to look good. It's not always going to be understood very well. It's not always going to be received very well. It's not always going to come out exactly as we want it to. And I think that's the best way to approach any type of creative endeavor or creative expression or creative outlet is, how can I just show up for my creativity, show up for the practice of creativity, the practice of showing up and seeing what comes out and just allowing it to come out, because keeping that movement, that momentum of creativity without expecting it to be perfect.